What is up, everybody? Guess what I'm doing? It's pretty obvious. I'm taking these packages inside the post office. But this morning, it's bright and early, sun's just coming up. Driving over to Cincinnati for a 2-day thrift trip. Going to Cincinnati, thrifting all day today, all day tomorrow to see what I can get to resell online. Let's head on in. I've never been to Cincinnati. This is a new experience for me. I love going to new places to thrift for items. So we're gonna see what we can get. And there's a special guest. I'll show you in a little bit. Let's go. Woo. Here we are in Ohio at the Goodwill. Hit about 3 so far and I got a special guest. Check it out. The beard himself. What do you think? Nothing. Oh, he doesn't think much of anything. Never does. But we're gonna go to the Goodwill. I'm not gonna bring you along with me for anything, but at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you everything I got during this thrift trip. It's gonna be 2 days, as you know. Let's go thrifting. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Welcome home from the thrift trip. Again, 2 days we went thrifting. I'm gonna go over all the deets for you. Basically, I live in Indianapolis. I traveled over to Dayton, Ohio before the thrift stores opened. We thrifted all day Dayton, then drove down to the south part of Cincinnati that night and thrifted all of Cincinnati the next day. So 2 days in Ohio thrift trip. In the 2 days, Bearded and I don't mess around. We went to 28 thrift stores. I bought 103 items. I was pretty picky on this thrift trip and I spent $954. Overall, the prices were a little bit more expensive on average over in Ohio. My average cost of goods was $9 compared to here in Indy at just between $5 and $6. I will say I bought quite a bit of heavier winter type of items and some shoes. We are not going to go over all 103 items. Don't worry. I did kind of curate my favorite items for the trip, things that you might not have heard before or just really good sellers for a particular time of year. Also got a couple pairs of shoes, did get some women's clothing. And then at the end, we'll break down the numbers, how much I'll make after it's all said and done, and then you can decide if the trip was worth it or not. Let's get into the haul of all the items. I'm not gonna tell you again what I paid for each. We're just gonna say the average cost of goods is $9 each. I love thrifting Rock Revival shorts. Rock Revival shorts, a lot of people just look for the jeans, but their shorts do really well. In fact, they make Rock Revival swim trunks. This probably isn't a new brand to most of you, but again, there's always new viewers. Speaking of, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. That way you can watch all my haul videos and all my live videos when I'm going live packing all my items. You can ask your questions firsthand. It's great. It's free. Rock Revival shorts. These should sell for around $40 on eBay. Here is an Orvis. I do not buy all Orvis. You're going to see a few pieces in here, really good pieces actually. This is Orvis Signature Collection. Now you'll see Signature Collection in a lot of shirts. I only purchase the ones that are the silk wool blend. I've been buying these for a long time now. Usually I buy these and they sell for around $22, $25 come wintertime. These you don't see very often. And I know it's kind of, I don't know, dorky or 90s, but it's definitely vintage and 90s. But these turtleneck polo shirts with the hit, you don't see these often, which means they actually sell for pretty decent money online. So if you see these, it's worth a pickup for the right price. These sell, like I said, for around $25 to $30 online. So I picked that one up. Another Polo Ralph Lauren item. Of course, I bought a bajillion shirts, but another Polo Ralph Lauren item I picked up were these pair of shorts. This is the newer Polo Ralph Lauren tag. I thought these would have been older the way they are made. They're styled, but they're newer. Usually, rule of thumb with Polo Ralph Lauren, cargo shorts and pants, the more zippers, the more pockets, the more money they will bring. So this has zippers and button pockets. They're like military style shorts. These will probably, they even say right here, Ralph Lauren utility ripstop right there. These will bring, I don't know, probably $35 online. It's getting ready to be fall, and in the fall, the best selling clothing for me are tweed blazers sell really well, and corduroy pants, jackets, shirts, all that stuff. Whenever I go down the jean aisle or the pants aisle, I want to talk about that too. I look for that little stripe right there, and I can tell that's an older vintage Polo Ralph Lauren corduroy pants, and they're always thicker and heavier. These sell quickly for me in the fall and winter for around $32 to $35. Again, with me, buyer pays shipping for everything. But I will say this. Indie stores, where I live, indie stores are very organized, and I like the color tag system. Over in Cincinnati, Dayton was more like Indy. Cincinnati, they had all of their pants, instead of hung like this, straight up and down, they hung them at an angle like this in the aisle. And I'm just not used to it. I didn't like it. Maybe if I was thrifting there more often, I'd come up with a style to get through it quicker. But I wasn't used to it, so it slowed me down in the pants section. I'm more of a fan when they hang like this because I know kind of what buttons. I look at the waistband. I can tell what pants are good just by looking at those, having done this for so long. But that's just a side note. Burberry Brit. Yeah, I found some Burberry there. Burberry Brit like this doesn't do as much or as well as you probably think it would. It does have that plaid, but if it had a little hit or logo right there, that would really increase the value. My guess this will go for around $35 to $40. I love buying made in the USA LL Bean. I think most of you are that way. Check this out. Just like I talked about, thick corduroy vintage LL Bean. This has like never been worn. And on the tag, it says made in the USA. How much was this one? $5.99. But yeah, made in the USA corduroy LL Bean is what you want to be on the lookout for. Here's another one. This is more like a fisherman knit sweater, heavier knit. Again, LL Bean made in the USA. That's what you want to be on the lookout for. Also, I really enjoy picking up two type of denim shirts, unless it's like a specific brand that's really good. Two types of denim shirts. One with Levi's with the metal buttons. If I can find Levi denim shirts with the metal buttons, these sell very consistently for me for over $20. So I always pick these up. Also, I'll show you in a little bit the other denim type of shirts that I like to pick up. This is one of my better pickups, to be honest. Check out this fall winter jacket. It kind of reminds me of the Woolrich jackets with the buttons like this and the pockets that kind of come down. You can kind of see like that. This is a Wallace and Barnes. It's a pretty good brand. It's like an upscale J. Crew. It might be made by J. Crew, but you can buy it at J. Crew. Wallace and Barnes, really good, thick wool, nice, just flannel jacket type of thing, shacket. This will sell for over $50, my guess, come fall. Also bought some blazers on the trip. I loathe selling blazers. Y'all know that by now if you follow me. But I can walk down the blazer aisle for the most part. I can look at the stitching around the neck, the collar, and I can also feel if it's good or not. So I can go quickly down those aisles, especially when we're hitting 28 stores in 2 days. I got to go at a fast pace. I knew right away that this was a good material. Now, the brand is not great. John Nordstrom, it's okay, but it's 100% cashmere. 100% cashmere, 44 long. This one was $7.99. Again, average price of $9.99. These usually sell for around $100 for me, 100% cashmere. And then these are definitely a bolo. If you follow my live videos, my lives, you'll see that I pack these up quite often. But these are Abercrombie & Fitch. I remember these were hanging off. I think I made a little short video about it. These were hanging like this. Abercrombie & Fitch paratrooper shorts or pants. These have the cargo pockets, and at the bottom they have the cinch band like that. Really good, especially when you have that hit like there and that little hit. Ooh, these are good. These will sell for $40, $45, something like that. I'll cross-list those onto Depop. I would think they would sell on Depop before eBay, but you never know. And here is a really good brand to be on the lookout for. I just found some more of these the other day. Suit Supply. These blazers always sell really, really well for me. This one's just wool, and it is just a navy blazer. I will tell you what I always do when I find a blazer that is just a solid or definitely if I see stripes, I'll go down to the pants section. This is a really good tip. Go down to the pants or slack section, and I usually take the blazer with me, and I just kind of go down and color match to see if I can find the pants, because if you find the pants, you're really going to up the sale of that purchase. Here's the other denim shirt that I recommend getting, or I love picking up, are Pearl Snap denim shirts. I find them in Levi's a lot, just like the metal snaps or the metal buttons. I like to pick them up. This one was a Carhartt, and it was kind of expensive, $7.99. I really don't find these very often. I should have known that you don't find them very often. They're probably worth a pickup. But I did comp this out in the store, and they do sell for over $30. So nice little Carhartt, really thick button snap, pearl snap shirt. That will sell really well, probably all year round. This was a great pickup. Guarantee you people pass this over quite a bit because this doesn't look like much. You look at the tag kind of real close. It doesn't say Polo or anything. It's actually J. Crew, and it's this J. Crew Sussex jacket, which I've thrifted before and sold. It's got the quilted look to it. Really good. Got the corduroy collar. This is a good pickup. These sell for around $45. So be on the lookout for these. Very, very similar to this tag right here. You'll see Polo Ralph Lauren in this exact same style. So just be on the lookout, double check, spend that little bit extra time when looking at jackets. I don't talk about these very often, but these LL Bean, I'll let you pronounce the name, shirts, they're thick. They're popular. People buy them for the winter and fall time. This is a 2XL, which is a great size. These sell for around $25 to $28 online. Another Orvis. The reason I got this is because I wanted to let you guys know I picked these up in long sleeve or vest, sweater vest. I don't know who wears sweater vests anymore, but not me. 100% wool. They have to be 100% wool for me, and they have to be in good condition. I'm not taking a pill thing to it and doing all the pill stuff. This is in really good condition, ready to be photographed and listed. Not something I pick up often are leather jackets. You just don't see them very often, especially ones that aren't bomber jackets. Now, bomber jackets sell really well. That's when the cuffs are cinched, and down here at the bottom they're cinched. A lot of times they have a Sherpa right here. But bomber jackets sell well. This was just a Gap leather jacket, really heavy. This is an older Gap tag. You guys know this square box Gap tag. And for $10, these will sell all day long for $30, $40, $50. So I'm not going to turn that down. A lot of times I see those leather jackets and I'm just like, I don't think they'll sell well. But 10 into 40, why wouldn't I do that? I need to do that more often. I need to pick up more of those. These are probably one of my favorite pickups from the trip. These are Orvis, again, signature collection. Bought it at the same place as the other Orvis. But it's this tweed. Boy, if this had a blazer to it or a jacket, which I wouldn't think, it'd be so great. But these are Orvis tweed with the leather little pocket detailed things right there. And this is a speckled tweed, really good. These will sell for probably close to $50 in the fall and winter. Just a really good pair of pants. Always be on the lookout. You see tweed like this, look out. If it's with a good brand like Orvis and Orvis Signature Collection, that's money. I bought a couple of like military issued. This is older. I think Vietnam era. I don't know. Yumbo, if you're watching this, you would probably know. But Vietnam era, I think, and I really like how it had the Air Force patch on there. A lot of these, they take them off. They take all the patches off. This is pretty cool since it had that on there. It's definitely not my size. I think it's a size small. So, but I love these military jackets. In fact, Polo Ralph Lauren makes identical ones that look like it. I would rather have the OG, the original. Good pickup. This was $4. These sell for around $50 to $70. So I love that jacket right there. Polo Ralph Lauren, the reason I'm showing you this, it's not just any old sweater. It is like a more of a waffle knit type of sweater. You got your hit right there. These sell for more of a premium. Again, Polo Ralph Lauren sweaters. I don't pick all of them up. They have to be a thicker knit, a waffle knit, quarter zip, thicker. A lot of times they say handmade, wool, cashmere, silk, any of those. But mostly the cotton ones, people message me all the time. I don't pick a lot of the cotton quarter zip up that you just see all the time. You don't see those very often. I also don't pick up a ton of Lacoste, but this is a size 8, and it's just a really good condition quarter zip sweater. This is, I can already see the photo I'm going to take of this. It's going to be really pretty. This will sell for around $28, especially being the size 8, which is like a 2XL. Again, I'm not going to have to mess with pilling or anything on this thing. I'm about profits, not projects, people. I don't want to mess with it. This one almost got me. Check out this tag. You would have no idea. It doesn't look like the normal tag by this brand. And usually this brand has all over print. I don't see stripes very often. But the brand, if you look a little bit closer, I knew because I'm like, it's a unique tag. What brand is that? And then very close, it says Roosevelt's. So Roosevelt, good brand to be on the lookout for. Starting to get a little saturated. They make every week they're coming out with new ones. So just don't pay too much for those, but they still sell really, really well. I haven't talked about jeans for a while. I will link at the end of this video a couple haul videos that I have that just talk about tons and tons of different brands. But AG jeans, there are 4 types of these I pick up. One is the Everett, the Talus, the Graduate, and the Ives. Those are the 4 that I pick up, and you'll see the name right there. You just really want to be careful with AG pants and jeans and make sure that they are not seamed up all the way like this. If they're a 26-inch inseam 27, you're going to have a tough time selling them. And AG pants and jeans are known to be hemmed. So watch out, be on the lookout for that. Here's a brand a lot of people don't know about. I compare it a little bit to Carbon and Cobalt, except it sells better for me. The brand is 32 Bar Blues. It's been around for over 10 years now for sure. I don't even know if they make it anymore. But this definitely has that seersucker. You could tell right away. And it has the pearl snaps. So it has that seersucker feel to it with the stripes, and it has the pearl snaps. 32 Bar Blues seems like a bigger size. Ooh, it's a 3XL too. Good pickup. That will sell for 30 bucks. Pretty sure that will sell for 30 bucks. J. Crew jeans. Only J. Crew jeans I pick up unless they're new with tags. I talked about this in other past videos and during my lives. J. Crew, you'll see the tag right there. And then on the inside right pocket, if you're wearing them on the inside right pocket, you'll see a little stitched tag talking about Japanese denim. So if they are Japanese denim, I will pick them up. They do sell for around $27 to $30 for me. So depending on your buy cost, it might be worth it. $9 into $27 is worth it for me. Check out this Polo Ralph Lauren. This was in the women's section. I was literally on my way to the checkout, and in the women's section, this thing stuck out to me. It's a men's size small. Not really much talking. We all know Polo Ralph Lauren, the more things it has going for it, American flag, big pony hit, all the sort of stuff, the lines down the sleeves, that will be good. That will sell for around $35, $40. Found a few of these too. With the Orvis, be on the lookout for the best items from this brand. The best item from this brand they're known for are the waxed jackets. The brand is Barber. You really want to be out on the lookout for waxed jackets. They're a really thick cotton and they feel kind of weird. And they go for really, really good money. Sometimes they have a little smell to them. That's okay. Don't worry about it. People know that. But Barber, good brand. This is my second favorite find. Check out this vintage LL Bean. It's not that vintage, but this LL Bean, really thick denim, flannel lined, huge jacket. What size is this thing? It is a large, tall. Doubt it. Doubt it. This thing looks like it could fit Larry Bird. I don't know. Maybe the sleeves. I don't know. I guess it could be a large, tall. But anyways, flannel line, LL Bean denim jacket. This screams fall layers. This is a great, great jacket to pick up. Anything, again, LL Bean, a lot of LL Bean is just really, really popular in the fall. I have no idea how much that will sell for because I've never found that piece before. But my guess is 50 plus or minus. Another blazer, reason I picked this one up, because the pattern's good, but it has a Laurel Piana blend. This is, I think, wool. No, it's not even a blend. It's just 100% wool, Laurel Piana, but it is with a good brand being Brooks Brothers. Again, you find Laurel Piana fabric. It's a company, but they're known for making really nice fabrics. And then Brooks Brothers and Nordstrom, all these different brands use their fabric, and so it will look good. But if you can find the fabric coupled with a good brand like Brooks Brothers, it commands a higher price. Did buy some ties on the trip and some shoes I'll show you in a second. This is Notre Dame Vineyard Vines. Bought these. The ties were more expensive over there. And this one was Brooks Brothers, but again, I always look a little bit behind. This one was new with tags, so that should sell for around $25. Before I get to the last item over here, I want to talk about some shoes. Anytime I find unique shoes, look at these crazy, they were $25, crazy looking shoes. Heavy, really well made. I Google Lindsay's and the prices were surprisingly really good. I bought 2 pair of these, a black one and obviously this color. I forget what they go for, and you're probably going to want to know the brand. It's called Camper Together. So I know the brand Camper. I wonder if it's the same brand, but Camper Together, there it is right there on the bottom. Camper Together shoes. I'm not going to have to really do any cleaning to these because they're just crazy already. But those I think sell for around 100 a piece. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then I love buying the Park Avenue Allen Edmonds. It will say right here what they are, the Allen Edmonds right on the footsole and sole. But they have the cap toe, and the Park Avenue always sell well in this like little, what do you call this? Chestnut, maybe chestnut brown. And then I did buy some women's clothing. Again, I didn't show you all of them. But this one I kept out particularly because these sell really, really well for me. Again, I'm putting most of my women's stuff in Whatnot shows anyway. But this J. Crew Stadium cloth, these jackets are pickups. They are bolos. I know a lot of you out there that are women watching this are like, yeah, I know. You're not telling me anything new. But listen, I'm still diving into the women's section. So give me a little credit. Let me a little grace. J. Crew Stadium cloth jackets sell really well. I don't know if they make them in men's. You can let me know that too. This is a good one. This will sell for between $50 and $75, especially in the colder months. Now let's get into the deets with the numbers. Was the trip worth it? I was gone 2 days, stayed 1 night with my friend Bearded. We split the costs and all that sort of stuff. 28 stores, 103 items bought, $954 spent. What I did, my average cost of goods, again, was $9. What I did was take 103 items and multiply that by my average sales cost on eBay, especially being a lot of winter clothing, which is around $42. And that number came out to $4,326. So after taking photos and selling all this stuff, I'm looking at about $4,326 gross without taking out the cost of goods and fees. After taking out the fees and the cost of goods, and I did the fees at about 17 to 18% because I sell some on Poshmark, Depop, Mercari, and eBay. So minus 17 to 18% minus the cost of goods, I should net profit right around $2,500 on all these items. Again, spent 2 days, plus I'm going to spend time taking photos and all that of these items. But to me, I thought the trip was worth it. Besides that, I love going and thrifting new cities. That is like a hobby for me. It is fun for me to do. Does not seem like a job. Plus, I get to be with the Cuted Bearded. So that was really, really fun. Fun trip. Gonna make money and a good amount of money. It was worth it. Do I like Cincinnati better than Indy? No. I would say no, I don't. I like Indianapolis better. I'll have to give Cincinnati a couple more tries in Dayton before I make that final decision, but I like Indy better. And in fact, having been to Chicago multiple times, I think I like thrifting in Chicago better than Ohio as well. Sorry guys down there, but Indy comes number 1 for me so far, Chicago, and then Cincinnati. I have thrifted in LA, I have thrifted in Tampa area, but these are the 3 close by that I have been talking about recently. Appreciate you guys coming in, and I'll see you in the next one.